Hello friends, today we will be discussing on the topic synchronous induction motor. So, our synchronous machine, the main advantage of our synchronous machine is that it runs at a constant speed. Okay. So, irrespective of the load condition, whether our load is full load, half load or any load be it, the machine always runs at a constant speed, which is our synchronous speed. Okay. So, that is a advantages of synchronous motor. When you come to induction motor, especially our slip ring induction motor, there is a provision to add external resistance in slip ring induction motor. So, this external resistance which is added to the rotor circuit in slip ring induction motor increases the starting torque of the machine. Okay. So, it increases the starting torque of the machine. So, induction motor, as when you say induction motor, it is a slip ring induction motor. By adding the external resistance, we can improve the starting torque. While when you look at a synchronous machine, the machine runs always at a synchronous speed, which is a constant speed. So, if you can combine both the advantages, that is of a induction machine as well as synchronous machine, the machine is known as synchronous induction motor. Okay. So, the peculiarity of our synchronous induction motor is it runs at a constant speed and there is a provision to add external resistance by which we can improve the starting torque. Okay. So, the first slide gives a comparison between the synchronous machine and induction machine. We know all those points. Synchronous motor is not self starting 3 phase and a 3 phase induction motor is self starting induction speed, whereas synchronous motor runs at a synchronous speed. There is only 3 phase supply given to the induction machine, and in case of synchronous machine, stator is given with a 3 phase supply to provide rotating magnetic field and DC excitation is given to rotor. So, it is a double excited, the other one is single excited. Always a induction motor operates at a lagging power factor, whereas a synchronous motor operates at a lagging, leading as well as unity power factor. So, by varying the excitation, we can vary the power factor of a synchronous machine. Then induction motors are mainly used for mechanical loading purpose arrangements and all, but induction motor are mainly used for mechanical loading arrangement, but a synchronous machine motor is used for both the mechanical loading arrangement as well as power factor improvement requirements. Okay. So, that is a comparison between synchronous and induction machine. Now, let us deal with the synchronous induction motor. Okay. So, as I said, it is having the good feature of both the machine. As an induction machine, we get a high starting torque and adding external resistance causes reduces the starting current, and as a synchronous machine, we can have a constant speed of operation and there is a good control over power factor. Okay. Now, this is the circuit diagram for our synchronous induction motor. Okay. So, you can see the circuit diagram of a synchronous induction motor. There are two main parts. One is the stationary part, which is having a 3 phase balanced winding, where which the 3 phase supply is given. Once the stator is given with a 3 phase supply, we have already discussed a 3 phase supply produces a rotating magnetic field. Okay. So, if the stator is provided with a 3 phase supply, a rotating magnetic field is developed in our stator. Okay. Now, you can see the rotor. Rotor is also a 3 phase star connected winding. This rotor is connected to slip rings and through brushes, okay, you can see in the figure circuit diagram, rotor winding connected through slip rings to brushes, and this brushes is connected to a triple pole double throw switch, a TPDT switch. Okay. This TPDT switch is having two position, one is start position and other one is run position. Okay, one is start position and other one is, also you can see a DC generator which is coupled to the rotor of our synchronous induction motor. Okay. So, that is our circuit. Now, let us explain the working. When the three phase supply is given to the stator winding, a rotating magnetic field is created in our stator. Now, due to this rotating magnetic field, an EMF is induced in our rotor winding, and the switch TPDT switch connected is connected now to the start position, that is it is connected to the resistance, starting resistance. Okay. So, there is a EMF induced in our rotor circuit due to this rotating magnetic field, and since the rotor circuit is connected to the starting resistance, there will be a current flowing through our rotor conductor. Okay, there will be a current flowing through our rotor conductor. Now, the condition will be like a induction motor, a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field, and the rotor starts to rotate. Okay, rotor starts to rotate. Now, the rotor rotates at a speed which is slightly less than our synchronous speed, and the machine operates as an induction motor. Okay. Now, once the machine behaves as an induction motor, we move the switch position from the start position to run position. Okay, you can see in run position we have connected a DC generator. Okay. So, what happens? The rotor field winding, okay, rotor field winding, you will be excited by a DC generator or a DC supply in turn. So, the rotor winding gets excited by the DC winding or DC generator or DC supply, and there will be poles created in our rotor. Okay. So, at an instant there will be magnetic locking achieved between the stator magnetic field and rotor poles, and since the rotor is running at a speed slightly less than synchronous speed, there is the rotor has overcome the inertia effect and a magnetic locking will achieve, and now the rotor will run at the speed of say rotating magnetic field, that is the synchronous speed. So, that is a working. Now, there are certain modifications that are done to a slip ring induction motor, that is being explained the 4 modifications, like there are fewer number of slots in rotor, then air gap with a strong excitation, winding design. So, these are the certain modifications with regard to slip ring induction motor for working to be as a synchronous induction motor. Now, these are the 2 methods to, so working is explained in this slide, okay, which we have already mentioned. You can read through that. Now, now here in this slide we have said how the DC excitation is provided. So, the DC excitation to the rotor can be provided 2 different methods. One is having an additional rotor winding, there is already 3 phase rotor winding. So, if you have one option is that you can take another 2 phase rotor winding. Okay. Also with this 3 phase rotor winding, we can provide an additional rotor winding, 2 phase rotor winding. One advantage of that providing another 2 phase winding is that heating over the winding will be uniform. Disadvantage is that this makes the machine more bulky and develop harmonic and noise to okay. Now, you can see the DC current and different ways of this two phase connection. Now, next slide shows you the three phase connection, the three phase to the three phase rotor winding, how the DC voltage can be applied any two windings shown in this slide. So, this is what about synchronous induction motor. It has the advantage of both the synchronous machine as well as induction machine.